We don't, yeah. I do not believe that we have a known problem that requires a conviction integrity unit, although, of course, Dallas has a conviction integrity. What we're talking about here in Tarrant County is if there is an allegation, and usually these arise in a post-conviction manner on writs of habeas corpus. If there's an allegation of innocence, we're going to make sure that we investigate it factually and that we are careful to make sure that the law has been followed throughout the trial and the post-conviction matters, but also making sure that science changes, the way we analyze evidence changes, and we have seen that in some cases in Texas that really it wasn't about prosecutors doing anything wrong, it's about the science actually changing. And so we want to make sure that we take a very careful look at all cases where there is raised an issue of actual innocence. And so while it's not an entire unit for some known problem, what it is just making sure that we're all awakened to the fact that we want to make sure that our convictions are good and that we have the right people in custody. When I was on the bench, I had really just one case, but it was a case where the crime victim on a case had recanted years later, and I actually wrote our findings of fact and conclusions of law because I believe that he should be freed. And the Court of Criminal Appeals went along with that, and he was released and is free to this day, no law violations. And the person you're talking about is Larry Moore. Very excited to have him come on as the head of the criminal division. But one of the things that he's going to have as one of his areas is, of course, supervising what we're going to be referring to as our post-conviction section unit. And in doing that, this will be part of that. Obviously, each one of us as attorneys have our things that we're interested in, that we've worked on before, and that's an issue that he's very familiar with, having been the actual Innocence Project attorney before.